What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about prepping for winter storms and emergencies, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there, go check it out. Link will be in the description. And if you want to help support the channel by getting some DYDSS merchandise, of course we have a bunch of different t-shirts and hoodies which are up for grabs, many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance, it's more than appreciated. But today I want to go down a little bit of a list I made on 3 different ways to stay warm during the cold winter months, whatever that means to you, whether it be maybe a power out, maybe you have no heat and it's freezing cold outside, middle of winter, and these are just some ways, some tactics, and some products that I would like to share with you and recommend to you. And throughout the course of the video, if you see anything that catches your eye, I will absolutely include every single product mentioned in the description of the video. I'll hook you guys up with all of the Amazon affiliate links in case you want to read a little bit more about them or in case you want to buy any of them. So before anything else, let's talk about the basic essentials for power outs. I'm sure I don't even need to really talk about this, but you're going to want your flashlights, you're going to want your backup batteries, things like that. Things that I believe are common sense, or I hope are common sense, but moving forward, the first thing that I really want to talk about on how to stay warm during winter storms or potential emergencies is by dressing warm. You're obviously going to want the stuff that are going to keep you the most warm. You're going to want to be wearing the sweatpants, the thermals, but more importantly, keeping your feet, hands, and head as warm as possible. So I do have a pair of insulated waterproof gloves. I have a fur trapper hat, and I have a set of wool hiking cushioned socks. These are products that I have, these are products that I use, and these are products that I stand by and recommend, and they're really good, especially for outdoor use. Obviously, thick socks, winter gloves, and the trapper hat, these are things that you're probably going to be wearing while shoveling snow outside, which is what I do. However, I have an extra item or an extra pack of items just in case. So yes, I have a hat that I wear, I have the gloves that I wear, I have the socks that I wear, but I have a backup of each stored away in the closet just in case. There's absolutely nothing wrong with wearing them around the house, especially if it's like state of emergency, no power, no heat, no nothing. It's a brutal winter storm, bitter cold outside, potentially bitter cold inside. There's nothing wrong with walking around the house with a winter hat on and insulated gloves on, even if you had to go to sleep wearing them. I'm sure many of the people watching this right now have gone camping before. Sometimes it gets cold. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. It might sound a little bit extreme, but at the end of the day, it's about survival. You got to do what you got to do. Number 2 on the list is another way to stay warm, and that's by eating warm. You're going to want the canned goods. You're going to want the soups. You're going to want the beans. You're going to want coffee or hot tea or hot chocolate, things like that. These are things that people drink or eat in the wintertime as it is, so it can absolutely be a bit of a lifesaver if you think about it in the cold winter months, especially if you have no heat, especially if you have no power. It can definitely help you stay warm. But if you have no power, you're probably not going to be able to use the microwave, you might not be able to use the stove, in which case you're going to be perfectly fine even if you have to eat them cold. At the end of the day, like I just said, it's about survival. And something that my family goes by that was drilled into my head at a very young age is that it doesn't have to taste good to do the trick. Even if you just pop open the can and just start eating the soup straight out of it like that, you got to do what you got to do. However, if you live in a house rather than an apartment, I guess you might be able to do this in the parking lot of an apartment, but it's easier at a house. Even if you had to heat up your food or cook your food outside over a little fire, you can absolutely do that, which is why you're going to want to have, your fair share of firewood. And I would definitely recommend a ridiculous amount of lighters. The best way that I've realized how to save money while buying lighters is by buying a 50-pack. If you do the math, it comes to less than $1 per lighter. It's about $40 for the whole 50-pack. And I have a whole shoebox full of lighters at this point, and I think that they're really important. Could be a lifesaver. It could be your source of heat, your source of light, or in a potential bartering situation, a lighter could be just enough to make somebody go away, which is why I always have some lighters on hand. And now, the third and final product that I want to share with you guys is probably the most important, the most crucial, and in my opinion, my favorite that I'm going to be sharing today. It's the Little Hotties hand warmers. These are something that I have been buying for years. This is something that I actually just picked up not even a week ago. I got myself a brand new box, a 40-pack for this winter. I'm assuming it's going to last me the entire winter, and I bought the same pack last year and it did just fine. I don't know about you guys, but I spent about 75% of my workday outdoors. That includes in the brutal heat, that includes in the pouring rain, that includes in the bitter, cold winter snow. So, these things are really cool. They last 8 hours, sometimes longer, even if you're outdoors with them. And what's cool is that there are 40 pairs in this box, but each pair is in its own individual package, but each package is sealed right down the middle. So you technically don't have to use both at once. You can open up just half and use one at a time, and instead of using 40 pairs, you get 80 uses out of them. So if you're somebody maybe not like me, maybe you don't work outside, maybe you're not in the brutal winter snow, maybe you're somebody who just gets cold in the car on your way to work. Sometimes the car takes 10-15 minutes to actually get warm, and by then you might even be at work. So if you have one of the two in your hand, maybe you can swap it back and forth between your hands as you're driving to work, or you just have it with you. Helps keep you warm, or helps keep you warm on your way to the car or on your way from the car into the building, whatever the case may be. I think this is really cool, and the best part about it is the whole box costs only about 25 bucks. So $25 for something that's probably going to last me the entire winter, even if I don't need to use all of them. The best thing is I have it just in case something goes wrong, just in case things go south. If the power goes out, if I have no more heat, if the inside of my house becomes freezing, bitter, cold, at least I will have the warm winter gear. At least I will have the warm food to eat, and at least I will have these hand warmers to help keep me warm. At the end of the day, it's not about looking the most fashionable. It's not about eating the most delicious foods out there. At the end of the day, it's about survival. So once again, if you want to check out any of these items, if you want to get some for yourself, or if you simply want to read a little bit more about them, I will be including Amazon affiliate links for every single product mentioned in today's video down in the description. Go check it out. Go do your research. Don't just take my word for it. Of course, I recommend these products. I use these products and I stand by these products, but I want to make sure you guys are making your own decisions first and foremost. If you guys like today's video, please hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to subscribe. New videos every single day, 365 days a year. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Got a bunch of videos over there. Go check them out. The link will be in the description. And if you want to help support the channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. Of course, we have a bunch of t-shirts and hoodies, which are up for grabs, including many which are being sold to raise funds and awareness for different charity organizations. Any and all merch can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know, is there anything that I missed in today's video? Is there anything that I could have added to this video? Is there anything that you would recommend for me to have stocked up and ready to go for the cold winter months ahead? Let me know in the comments any suggestions, any recommendations you have, and don't forget, all the products will be linked in the description section down below with Amazon affiliate links. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow, and remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.